Hi, it's Lori from Coast to Coast Craft Girls coming to you from the West Coast. Today I wanted to share a fun twisted easel card that I made. It stands up just like that. It's a birthday card, perfect for someone who loves to play poker or gamble. And I love how it came out. It's actually super easy to make. So let me show you how it's made. It was a 6x6 card blank, and I cut it down to 5.5 by 5.5. And the reason I did that is because here in the US, a square card, it costs more to ship. It costs a lot more. But if you cut this down, and a 6x6 card will not fit in a rectangular envelope that our US Postal Service will accept. But if you cut it down to 5.5 by 5.5, you can still make a square card, but just put it in a rectangular envelope. I think here in the US they're called A9 envelopes, and a 5.5 by 5.5 will fit because it's about 5.75 by 8, I think, and it ships with regular postage here in the US. So if you take your 6x6 card blanks down and just cut them down by even 1/4 inch, they will fit in that A9. I think it's an A9, yeah, in an A9 envelope, and then you can mail it for just a single stamp as long as it's under an ounce. And then I cut some matte layers out of black, and then out of this paper is from the Crafter's Companion Masquerade Ball, and I'm going to put one on the inside and one on the front. So let me go ahead and do the inside first, because the front's got a little bit of a challenge. Okay, now on that front, because it's going to go on here, but because of that, the score down the middle, or the score. So to make a twisted easel, if you want it to twist this way, you basically score from corner to corner of your fold to your top right-hand corner. And then that will create your easel, so it will stand up this way. But I don't want this whole layer to stand up. I want the layer to be cut in the middle. So what you do is you go ahead and cut your layers at, just like if you were gonna do a standard 5.5. So it's 5.5, and I come down like 1/4 of an inch. And then get your paper, and you're going to cut it from corner to corner, just like that. So see, it's going to go like that, and then cut the other matte layer from corner to corner. And then when you put these on, see, it's a perfect fit. And you're going to mat those up, and then it'll be basically a perfect fit on there. So that's how you do. So there's nothing real special to matting a twisted easel card. Just go ahead and create your mats like you were going to, but before you glue them together and glue them on, go ahead and cut them down that angle, and then they will still line up. Okay, now see, that gives you your perfect twisted easel mat. And then I stamped and cut out my cards and some chips and some dice, and this is from the Crafter's Companion Vintage Vegas collection. And I'm basically going to put my cards right up on my easel, and I'm just going to glue them down to that bottom part so that when I twist it, it stands up. So my royal flush is going to stand up above that fold. So I just want glue on those very bottom pieces. And then see how when it twists and stands up, that's going to be up in the air. I've got a little sentiment that I'm going to put right down here in the corner. It says, it's birthday o'clock, the big hand is on luck. This stamp actually says, it's birthday o'clock, the big hand is on gin. I didn't want it to say gin, I wanted it to say luck because, you know, it's gambling. And so I stamped that part of that stamp, and then I stamped a luck stamp. And I'm just going to raise that up on some foam tape. I did sort of distress the white on both of these with a little bit of light brown ink, just so that it looked a little bit distressed. It wasn't pure white, because the white I thought was just too stark. And see, then it's going to look like that. And this is a good reminder that if you don't have an exact sentiment stamp that says exactly what you want, like this one did not. It said, it's birthday o'clock, the big hand is on gin. I didn't want that. So, but I liked this. So you just essentially ink that part of the stamp and don't ink that. And what I did is I ink up the stamp, trying not to ink the bottom letter. And then I just take a little baby wipe and wipe off the ink before on the, where it said gin, before I stamp it. And that helped that. And then, you know, you peel that off, and then I put the luck stamp on and stamped that right underneath it. And that gave me a saying that's more appropriate for this card. And then I've got some dice and some chips that I'm going to use. And I think I might just put the dice on the front and the chips on the inside. And I was going to use my chips, like stacks of chips, to create my stopper. So what I thought I'd do is I'll take these, and I thought I'd kind of stack them with some foam tape, you know, to make it look like there are stacks of chips. So decide where you want your stopper to be. And then I'm going to just set them as if I had stacks of chips. And I'm all done. Isn't that adorable? It's birthday o'clock, the big hand is on luck, and then it just opens up and stands like that. I used my chips as my stopper. A lot of fun. Love how that came out. Thanks for watching.